a fast-growing economy, has recorded sustained economic growth in all sectors. The $1.3 trillion economy, with a population of over 1 billion people and a large consumer base, has grown steadily at 8% annually. Energy, its efficient and reliable supply, is fundamental to this economic growth. Oil and gas alone cater to 45% of the energy requirements. The Indian petroleum industry accounts for 15% of the GDP at $200 billion. Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas is entrusted to address India's energy security needs in the hydrocarbons sector. The new exploration and licensing policy of the ministry has accelerated finds in oil and gas. India's balanced recoverable reserves of oil and oil equivalent gas stand at over 2 billion tons. With the 8th round of NELP awards complete, prospects of more discoveries have been enhanced. Petroleum refining is one of India's largest industry, having grown from a capacity of 62 million tons in 1998 to 193.4 million tons today. With new grassroots refineries commissioned and with ongoing capacity expansions, the country's refining capacity is projected to be around 240 million tons by 2014. This capacity is sufficient to cater to the domestic demand up until 2020. Our refineries have geared to produce greener fuels for lower fuel-related emissions and sustainable environment. Conservation program through 5% ethanol blended petrol has been successfully launched in 13 states and 3 union territories. India exported 59 million tons of refined petroleum products valued at $43 billion in 2011, making petroleum products the largest foreign exchange earner in the merchandise category. In the search for the country's energy security, India's oil companies are present in 20 countries. OVL has made investments in mega projects in Vietnam, Sudan, Brazil, Colombia and Russia. OVL's purchase of Imperial Energy in Russia is the largest acquisition of a foreign company by an oil PSU. Successful commercial production of coal bed methane adds another potential energy source to the energy basket. The ministry has initiated steps for assessment of shale gas potential and is expected to offer blocks for shale gas exploration. Over the next 5 years, natural gas is proposed to be taken to 230 cities for piped city gas and as CNG for use in transportation. The country's LNG regasification capacity has increased from 7.5 million tons per annum to 13.6 million tons, with new terminals coming up at Ennore, Dahej, Mundra, Kochi and Dabhol. This is projected to reach 50 million tons per annum by 2017. For transporting gas across the country, the existing infrastructure of 13,000 kilometers of gas pipelines will more than double in the next 5 years. With a target to increase LPG coverage from 67% of the population at present to 75%, the ministry plans to connect 55 million additional households in the next 5 years through the Rajiv Gandhi Grameen LPG Vitran Yojana. Ministry's Energy Brigade consists of 14 public sector units. 4 of these are Fortune 500 companies, with a planned capex of over $64 billion in the 11th 5-year plan, all from internal resource generation. These corporates set aside up to 2% of their profits for enriching people's lives under corporate social responsibility. The ministry is proactively resonating to the demand of its large stakeholder base and the growing size of the Indian hydrocarbons market. It has evolved initiatives and policies for the best of the global industry to freely avail the opportunity for mutual growth. Conducive policies for investment in exploration of oil and gas, in refining sector, infrastructure related to marketing of petroleum products and natural gas, LNG regasification, and product and natural gas pipelines have been introduced. The recent joint cooperation of RIL with BP, an acquisition of stake in Kane India by Vedanta, open newer avenues of participation in the Indian petroleum sector. Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas is committed to accelerate the production of oil and gas, increase the country's refining capacity, expand the distribution network, promote fuel conservation and alternative fuels on all fronts in the quest for securing the country's energy security and to fuel the country's rapid economic growth.